Resort fees. Nothing gets people more upset than having to pay an unnecessary fee on top of what they're already paying for, plus all of the applicable taxes. Hi everybody, my name's Steven. I am not leaving Las Vegas. I'm a full-time Vegas YouTube blogger. I bring people the truth about vacationing and living in Las Vegas. And what I've noticed time and time again is that resort fees are something that strikes an emotional and logistical chord with people. You see, resort fees are getting out of control in Las Vegas, and I'm asking you to sign the petition to make the big companies that control the Las Vegas hotel industries pay attention to your voice. Now, what is a resort fee? Well, in practice, it's a fee added on to your room stay and the local taxes you're going to pay, but in theory, it's a good idea. See, resort fees are supposed to cover things like high-speed internet, clean pools, fitness centers that are well stocked, things like this that are extra amenities that people use outside of actually just staying in a room for a few nights when they're on vacation. But the problem is that the resort fees are getting out of control, and oftentimes a resort fee can be worth more than the actual nightly room stay that you're paying, which leads me to believe that this is one of those cases where the industry is unregulated and capitalism is getting out of control. Now, I'm all one for capitalism, and so should you be. Las Vegas wouldn't exist, neither would any other nice vacation spot without the ideas. But what happened with the advent of the internet was very, very interesting. You see, when the internet came out, it empowered consumers to make better choices. And that's always a good thing. That's part of capitalism. And as consumers can make better choices, and a few of the industry leaders went to lower their room rates, all of the other industry people had to follow suit. And before you knew it, hotels were finding themselves unable to book the same room that they could a few years ago at that same rate. And as more people travel and more people book and more people go to these websites, the hotels needed to bolster their bottom lines. Welcome to the resort fee, folks. The resort fee should cover, as I mentioned, things like high-speed internet access, pools, fitness centers, but oftentimes people aren't even using those. So to give you an example of how room fees have gotten out of control, we have to take a look at the MGM Grand. The MGM Grand is actually one of the largest resorts on the planet Earth. It has over 6,852 rooms. Their current resort fee is $37 a night, and right now we're having a major convention in town, so I can guarantee you that they are at 100% capacity. With the current resort fee structure, that leads MGM Resorts International to make an additional $253,524 every single night that the hotel is at maximum occupancy. That means that for the next 4 days that a giant convention is in town, the MGM is making an extra $1,014,096. Do that about 10 times a year, and you're looking at millions of dollars of revenue generated on top of what you're actually paying for with your room. Now, whether or not you're going to use the internet or swim in the pool or use the fitness center, especially if you're here on a business trip, is kind of subjective. You might not use all of those things, but you still can't get out of paying the resort fee. And this is a problem. So make these companies have some kind of accountability. Why don't you head down to the petition? I'll link it below. And if you see the petition, share it with somebody else. You might be saying to yourself, I don't go to Vegas. It's not my kind of town. I prefer Hawaii or Florida or New York. And what I'll tell you is this: when an 800-pound gorilla makes the rules, everybody else plays by the rules. When Apple increased their iPhone price to $1,000 per unit, Samsung started selling a $1,000 Samsung phone. The big market industry movers set the frame and the pace for everybody else. So if you don't see resort fees at your favorite vacation stop and all of these things get out of control in Vegas, you're likely to see those resort fees start to creep over to where you like to go too. So let's put an end to it. Let's sign the petition. Let's show some support. Share this with somebody who cares about vacationing, even if it's not in Las Vegas, and let these companies know that they're not able to push us around without hearing our voice. And thanks for watching this video. If you're just browsing through and you have a passion about these kinds of things, why don't you click subscribe on the channel? We talk about these things all the time. Talk about how the good and the bad come together in Vegas and how you can balance it all out and enjoy your vacation better. And we show you guys the way the real resort industry oftentimes works. Thanks for watching, sharing and liking, and leave us a comment below. Bye-bye.